Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back on another update on the Ferris wheel trailers. I have been extremely hard at work and made some changes, and we're gonna get into all of that. But first, you guys can see I've got some stuff painted up here. We have some green umbrellas there. I have the pink and green tubs sitting here. I'm working on doing the white paint up top right now. Some more of the umbrellas over here. We got the blue ones and the yellow ones I'm currently working on painting. Pink ones are done. And then over here you guys can see I'm working on painting the blue and yellow tubs, and then still working on the generator box. And then the trailers are looking much more like trailers. Big difference from the last time you guys saw them. Can't remember exactly what I showed in my last update because it's been kind of a long week at work, and doing a little bit of work on these every evening. But you guys can see we're making really good progress. The trailers are finally starting to look like trailers. We're putting stuff back on the trailers, which is super exciting. Like I said, it was kind of a mood killer when I first tore these apart to repaint, and then just going through that whole decision process on not repainting them what I was going to repaint them. Like I talked about in past couple of videos, I kind of got my date nailed down, so we're doing the paint from that era. And you guys can see everything's going together really nice. I even have some straps on stuff now, looking really cool. Trailers came out awesome. We have the matte red on top on the work surface, and then gloss red on the sides, and then all of the support structures got gloss red on those, so everything's looking really good there. Especially this trailer, this one I was the most worried about because you guys remember seeing it before I started working on it. It was in pretty rough shape. That stripper's kind of rough on the plastic, and in doing the two containers that I did prior to these, I learned a little bit on how I can work the Q-tips a little bit better and strip the paint a little bit nicer, and not worry about the plastic so much. So these kind of touched up a few areas before I started to repaint them, and they're coming out really good. I'm really happy. I'm actually really excited, and leads me to my next thing. I decided to do a bit of a paint change for some of this. I wasn't happy with just the colors that I have on hand for Tamaya, and I really wanted to color match some of the stuff really close as I could. So I actually ended up going to Walmart, of all places, and buying a bunch of these apple barrel paints. They're water-based acrylics, and they do make gloss and mattes, which is pretty cool. Of course, their gloss isn't quite as glossy as Tamaya's, but it's not matte, so you do get some shine. You guys can see these green umbrellas were done in their green color, and you guys can see the light shining off of them, so they definitely are nice and shiny. And I like that they're a water-based paint. It makes it really easy to clean the brushes. I can just use water to clean my brushes. The only complaint I have about this paint is the consistency is kind of thick, but it's when you go to paint it, it goes on really thin. So it takes a lot of coats of paint to get like a really good build-up. I'm not sure how many coats I have on these tubs here, but it's quite a bit, honestly. But you can see they look pretty good. A little bit of brush stroking in there, just because the paint is kind of a thicker paint, but get it on there nice and thick, everything kind of blends together, and they end up looking really good. You guys think the camera's not really wanting to focus on some of that stuff. There we go. So yeah, I'm happy with it. I was kind of getting frustrated with the Tamiya paints on these on certain things, and you guys can see I kind of went crazy and bought like a bunch of different colors of that apple barrel. Super cheap. It's like $1.70 something at our Walmart for one whole thing of this. Like I said, my only complaint is it takes a lot of coats because it is a thicker consistency paint and you don't want to put it on too thick. So you kind of have to run with thinner coats, and they go on pretty thin. So it takes quite a few coats, but it does get the job done, and it does look really nice. Like, I'm really happy with how these are looking. Their pink is a really nice pink, and I feel like all these colors match the actual Ferris wheel colors closer than I could with some of the Tamiya paints. So last Saturday night I got frustrated and made a nighttime run to Walmart to get this stuff. So I've been working on that. It pretty much took a whole week to get these tubs done. Like I said, I'm still doing some of the white painting up top. That's still got a couple coats yet. But super awesome. I love how they look. Everything's going to look amazing when it's racked on there. 100 times better than before. If you guys go back to like my older videos on the Carnival train from like a year ago or 3 years ago or something like that, when I first unveiled it, I think it was like 3 years ago. I know I didn't really show anything too up close in detail, but you guys will be able to see the color difference. It's going to look awesome. Really happy. Still, I am still using Tamiya for certain things, like the red on some of these trailers. I want to keep some things consistent. So I'm not, I'm not swearing off of Tamiya. I still love Tamiya. Just for certain things, that apple barrel is working a little bit better. And of course, I'm still using my my poly scale paints for my base coats. This Seaboard Airline red, that's what the whole bases of the trailers are painted with, and then the sides and all of the supports for some of the parts are done in that red, and it looks really good. That yellow on the front plate there, that's got that's Tamiya paint. So yeah, we're making good progress. It's just been a ton of painting. This trailer hasn't been too bad. I did have a little issue with one of my brushes. I was almost done with this generator unit, and I literally laid the last coat on, and whatever brush I was using had some debris in it, and for some reason I couldn't clean it out no matter how many times I cleaned the brush, and it really pissed me off because it put a bunch of shit in the white. So I had to re-strip that completely again for the second time, and now we're getting back to repainting that for a third time now. So setbacks here and there, shitty brushes, something I have to deal with. I'm not able to get to a good hobby craft store until November, so I guarantee you I will be buying a bunch of new brushes, some nicer ones than what I'm working with right now for sure. Because that's always kind of half the battle, is dealing with my paint brushes. If you don't have good brushes, your paint's not going to come out that great, no matter how good a painter you are. So, but we're getting there. It's coming along. Really excited with these colors, though. These colors are going to look amazing together. This Tubbs trailer is going to look 100 times better than it did before. And that's basically my goal. Since I'm having to go back and redo some stuff anyway, I'm making sure it's better this time around. Made a lot of improvements to this trailer, added some more details, just really trying to overall better the whole look of that. Since it's, apart, I'm in here, I'm putting things together, I'm painting, I'm taking the time to make it better. I want things to be better this time around. I want this train to be the best I can absolutely produce. So I'm really trying to police myself on not working too fast, trying to push these dry times on the paints. I'm taking more time to let the paints dry. Luckily, this apple barrel has like an hour dry time on it. Pretty quick, so pretty happy with that. Like I said, my only complaint is if you want the coats to go on nice and not too thick, you do have to kind of put them on thin, and it takes quite a few coats. But the end results are really, really nice, and I'm really happy about it. So, yeah, it's just been a ton of work. My straps, I'm actually using like this really thin, it's like electrical tape, but it's super thin. You guys can see how thin it is. Works great for straps. It sticks in place, and then I can glue it. I'm not just relying on the stickiness of this to hold it in place. It does help when I'm first setting this, because it will hold that long. But I know long term this stuff would eventually come off, so I am gluing that as well. And so yeah, it's coming along, guys. Just I've wanted to do another update before these are done, just to kind of show you guys what's going on, and at least get the before they're completely done. Because the next video I do on these, I'm gonna have them be completely done trailers. So, take time to look at them right now. This one's really close to being done. Literally, all it needs is that generator unit on the head end there. But the tubs trailer is gonna look awesome. Still quite a bit of work to do, just painting the tubs, getting those ready. But we're getting there. I already have some stuff re-racked on there. All that looks really cool. Nice to see all that going back on there. And the forward progress, it's slow, but it's coming along. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Just kind of showing you an update. Oh, and I can't say too much, but I bought myself a gift, a very expensive gift for this train. Something that's going to improve the entire train. I'm not going to say too much about it right now. I'm going to make that its own video whenever my items that I purchased come in. I'll do a separate video for that, but just a little teaser that something that I've wanted to do with this train for a long time. Something that I knew would enhance it tenfold. So look forward to that video, guys. I'm not sure when the stuff is going to get here, but I'm excited, and it was a huge purchase. So a lot of money out there, but well worth it in my eyes. Well worth it. Maybe not my wife's eyes, but my eyes. It's going to really enhance the train. So just a little teaser for a video sometime in the future. So yeah, that's it for this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and like I said, the next time you see these, they will be 100% done. So look forward to that. That's it. Until next time, take care.